This is Ian from In 30 Minutes Guides. I'm going to show you why Google Gemini is a great way for understanding basic personal finance questions. Let's get started with a few easy examples. And we are in the Gemini console. And basically what you do, where it says enter a prompt for Gemini, you're going to ask a question, or you're going to make a statement, and Gemini will react to that. You have an option to select the fast model, and this is Gemini 3. Fast is actually pretty good for probably 90% of your questions. Thinking is for more complex problems. One thing I'd like to warn you when you're asking Gemini about personal finance questions, do not upload personal or sensitive information like income levels or account numbers, or try to upload like your tax return from last year. I don't recommend doing that for two reasons. One is I don't quite know how Google or Gemini is going to use this such personal information, if there are any risks around that. And then the other reason is this information will show up in your chat history, and maybe somebody else is looking over your account or gets access to your account, and they'll be able to see that information even if you've asked it weeks or months in the past. So I'm going to ask it a very simple question about stock prices and PE ratios. And if you're into personal finance, you'll know that PE ratio, price to earnings ratio, that's a very useful metric for understanding how profitable a company is. So I'm going to ask that question: what is the share price for Ford and the PE ratio? Click the submit button, which looks like a little paper airplane, and see what happens. So it's the fast model, and it should be pretty quick. So it says, as of today, early 2026, the current share price is $13, and the PE ratio is 11.41. It's also showing the day range, market cap, etc. And then it gives contextual notes too. So it's talking about these numbers and what it means. And then it will say, do you want me to compare Ford's valuation against main competitors like GM or Tesla? So I could kind of keep this conversation going. So that's a really good way to understand your investments or potential investments, or certain companies that may appear in a mutual fund, like how they're doing and what their current costs are and strengths are. So the other thing that you can ask about is, you could, for instance, let's say you're interested in the price of gold. You could ask about gold. So let's say, what is the price of gold today? And it will give you that information. Now, you can search for this information online, but sometimes you'll be shown other information that's not useful to you. So this is actually a pretty rapid way to understand that. The other thing you can do for personal finance is you can ask, like, what are ETFs, which are exchange traded funds, what ETFs are tracking the price of gold? So what ETFs track gold? And see what it says. Usually it comes up with a list as well as links that you can use to better understand it. Yeah, so it's giving a whole bunch of lists related to the spot price of gold, or tracking commodity price of gold, or sometimes gold mining. If you clicked on the links here, it would show where this information is coming from. I just want to warn you that sometimes these sources are not the best of sources. Investopedia is pretty good. I'm not sure about these other ones right here. And then you can also ask more complicated questions, like, for instance, can you explain indexing in 200 words? So this is a conceptual question. I'm going to ask the fast model. I could also ask the thinking model here, but it would give me especially if I didn't say there's a limit of 200 words, it would give me a really detailed, deep response, which I'm not interested in right now. Yeah, so it gave a really good definition of indexing. And I think it keeps within the 200 words. I'm not going to count them right now, but that seems about right. So you can see that this is a good kind of research tool to have at your side when you're going through personal finance. Maybe you have questions about things that you own, like a mutual fund, or maybe you want to understand concepts like FIRE or indexing or something else related to personal finance. If this video helped, please take a moment to like it and follow me, and I hope to see you next time.